Hello, and welcome to What is Crypto? I'm Matt, and this is Crypto. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Based AI. Now I'm going to be talking to you about why I'm bullish on Based AI, what Based AI actually is, and doing a deep dive into the people who are behind Based AI, doing a deep dive into the main wallets that are accumulating Based AI, and also talking about some of the main KOLs or key opinion leaders that are super bullish on Based AI, this being one of the main reasons Based AI from today is going to do some pretty insane returns. So if you want to get my thoughts on just how far Based AI can run and also get a deep dive into the project, then stick around to the end of the video. Also, throughout the video, I'm going to be dropping some pretty key alpha with a couple of interviews from some pretty big names in the space. Here are a couple of snippets about what we've got coming up.
If it was like any other crypto project where they had a crazy marketing team, this thing would be already at like $2 billion.
Would do Based AI.
So if you don't want to miss out on all of those little bits of alpha, make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Alrighty, with that out of the way, don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Also, if you want to join my Discord, it is 100% free to join. All you need to do is join the link in the description. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Alrighty, so we're going to start off on what Based AI actually is. So we're going to read from the script initially, and then we're going to have a bit of a talk about what Based AI is in our own words. So Based AI is a decentralized artificial intelligence network focused on privacy and security. Its goal is to build an autonomous blockchain-based platform where AI agents, called creatures, can collaborate using brains, create collectives within protocol, and constantly evolve the network. This self-organizing system aims to address global challenges and enhance collective intelligence by harnessing decentralized computational power. So a bit of technical jargon there, however, in essence, Based AI, it's a decentralized AI project that's goal is building this autonomous blockchain that works for itself with these artificial intelligence agents called creatures. And these creatures, they are constantly working, growing, evolving, and adapting based on the tasks that they are given. The really cool thing about these ones is that they have memories. So they have memories much like in a brain, you remember things you've done. These AI agents will remember things they've done, unlike other AI agents, which might just be searching for a specific thing and then they will find that thing and then give you the answer and then dump all the information about that thing. These ones are constantly learning, adapting, and evolving. So yeah, I think this is a really cool concept. And I think if you're bullish on AI, which I personally am, then I think Based AI is a project that you really want to be looking into. This is something new in the space. And as we'll go into later in the video, I'll give you why I think this project could be absolutely game-changing in the AI space. So delving a little bit more into creatures, they are in essence a self-organizing colony simulation framework that combines cellular autonomy, quantum coherence, and language models to explore emergent collective intelligence through cellular agents that think, plan, evolve in a multi-dimensional space. So once again, fairly complex language. The developers of Based AI are gigabrain chads, and definitely you don't need to be able to understand all of this to see why it's a cool concept. So we'll break it down in more simple terms. As I said before, the creatures have somewhat similar to a memory. So they're large language models which can create systems that constantly evolve independently, and each cell in this system maintains its own memory. And based off this memory, this influences the other cells in their network and kind of can create multiple different things based on every different interaction, task, program, everything that this creature reacts with and responds with. It will learn, adapt, and evolve. Something that I think is pretty cool. Another thing that got me super bullish on Based AI, also quite concerning depending on your thoughts on AI, was this bit down here when they state the magic happens when you let them run for extended periods. The system exhibits emergent behaviors that they've never explicitly programmed. You have these artificial intelligence creatures that are evolving beyond just simple tasks that they're given. AI is evolving beyond the let me get all of this data and give me the best answer for this one task, to more complex tasks where you'll be able to ask artificial intelligence not only to answer your question, but to kind of create a new thesis on a certain field or thing. And it will be able to synthesize all of the information, learn, adapt, and give you new viewpoints that you might not have been able to even come up with the questions to ask yourself. One of the creatures that they had did something pretty cool. So as you can read down here, one of the early creatures that was tasked with improving Based AI independently evolved to create a comprehensive global food security network. So that's not what they asked it to do. However, based on all the different interactions that it had, all the information that it synthesized, this creature started developing a global food security network. So once again, pretty insane use case. Having an artificial intelligence agent that has all the information in the world at their fingertips that can not only just do a simple task, but can do that task and then learn and come up with other tasks that you might want answers for. So yeah, really, really cool concept. They do also talk about the broader implications where they state they're not really exactly sure what they've built. And as we talked about before, the thing that distincts creatures between traditional AI agents is that they don't just have a simple question answer response, they have different behaviors. So as they maintain this persistent state of aliveness, as they describe, which is constantly having this memory that adapts, evolves, learns like neurons in a brain, they can come up with new information, ideas, strategies that, as I said, you might not have even thought about the questions to ask them. If you're still not really sure about the use case of AI, think about being a boss at a job and having an employee that doesn't need to sleep, eat, drink, doesn't need to take any breaks, has no personal life, is constantly at work, and on top of that, they can access all the information in the world in an instant and continuously work towards the goal that you have, as well as learning as they go, learning what you like, don't like, learning what works, doesn't work, and then continuously improving to be the best version that you want them to be. So yeah, that is a use case that I think a lot of people are going to want. And as a first mover in this space, it's a use case that I think you would be silly to completely ignore. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and just ape a bunch of based AI right now, but it's one of my largest holdings for a reason. All of the stuff that the team is working on really excites me. And one of the main things in crypto that we know historically does well is a strong narrative. So we've seen this being compared to being a Tao competitor as it uses large language models. However, I think if you really delve into what based AI is, this is something different altogether.
It's all about being early into something and watching the narrative evolve. Now, based AI is interesting. Why? Because I think the team over there is incredibly brilliant and probably very autistic and driven and focused, laser focused. We don't get enough updates on what's going on, but it doesn't mean that they're not shipping some of the most insane product in the space. Unlike a lot of projects where they just promise to do something and then promise something that they say there's the roadmap. Here's the roadmap, and like, oh, people, but then they probably either never ship or they ship years later. What Based does on the other side is basically they only are comfortable talking about things when it's extremely close to being shipped. And so this post from Based on the 21st of December says, Anon, you want a model to predict this in 2025? A 2016 OG meme coin, they're talking about Pepe coin, powering an L1 AI protocol that writes its own code using cellular-based agents. What category does that fit in? None. All new territory from here. So basically, they're creating a brand new category. This is the most insane. We already know that AI does things better than humans. They play everything better than humans. Better coding than humans, better mathematics than 99% of the humans out there, right? And so, of course, wouldn't it be obvious that a blockchain that its essentially CEO or lead developer is an AI agent that learns how to code and improve itself to make it the most interesting blockchain out there? That makes a lot of sense to me. And there's no one else doing this than Based AI, which already it's a layer one protocol built for AI. For years, they've been building this thing around it, light years ahead of anyone else.
Also, if you have a look on their Twitter, which I would highly recommend doing, they are Get Based AI. Make sure you are following the right one. Their pin post from the 21st of December states, the fastest blockchain in the world is quickly surpassed by one that constantly builds itself. Today, Based AI is open sourcing the validated codebase. In January 2025, the agent arena miner begins, a proving ground for a new breed of greedy agent creatures who write code that adapts and accelerates Based AI at an unprecedented pace. So what we know is that sometime in January, it's now the 30th of December, so over the next month, Based AI is going to have this arena.
Which is where different agents will compete. Imagine like AI XBT competing with like Eliza from AI16Z or any of these other smart agents to create essentially the most relevant and important code to improve and upgrade the Based AI blockchain. This is nuts, like absolutely insane, something that we haven't seen. Talk about new narratives being evolved. Whenever a new narrative develops, you always see like crazy growth and then copycats come try to copy that later, but these guys are so far ahead of the game, it's not even funny, right? Right now, you're just looking at something that like, because they lack proper marketing team, it's just a team mostly of cracked devs, you don't see that this thing should be valued like based on if it was like any other crypto project where they had a crazy marketing team, this thing would be already at like $2 billion because they've shipped more than most other vaporware products, but because of because people just are impatient, you're sitting at $162 million right now. Now, we hear people all the time talking about AI that runs things better than humans can. And if there's only one blockchain that's been created so far, it could be potentially the best one. If AI does surpass humans in their ability to do things, and to buy it at $162 million FDV seems pretty crazy to me. I mean, the highest this thing's ever got was a $431 million FDV, but sitting right now at a nice discount at 162. If they ship on what they promised to deliver, that this thing's gonna have an insanely explosive run in 2025. And as you guys probably know, it is one of my biggest bets in crypto. One of my biggest bets.
I think it will be true with AI agents as it is with humans that competition breeds success. So if you think about having one person tasked to do something, they're going to be less motivated than if you have two people tasked to do that thing with the winner of those two people being rewarded. So that's kind of how I see the AI agent arena, that there is going to be two different creatures that are tasked to do something, and the winner of those creatures is going to be rewarded. So it's going to have this healthy competition to kind of get the most out of different AI agents. It's also going to be really interesting to see if AI agents know that they're losing, if they're going to actually adapt and create new strategies to better compete with the other AI agents. This kind of bouncing back and forwards off each other while both working for the one goal in a healthy competition, I think is going to be a pretty awesome concept. Also, I'm now going to have a quick look at a video from Crypto Banter. Now, Crypto Banter is definitely one of the most influential channels in the space, and they've got some massive KOLs or key opinion leaders on this show. I'm just going to play a couple of quick snippets and then discuss my thoughts on what they all think on BASEDAI.
It's my biggest bet of the entire run, biggest bag outside of Bitcoin.
Would do based AI.
And I'm also going to go for based.
And just so I don't spend the entirety of my video just watching other people's videos, I'm just going to have a look at this portfolio allocation. So as you can see, Ran chose based AI, Chasse chose based AI, and Virtual Bacon chose based AI. So why do I like this? Well, I like this for a number of reasons. So not only was there no massive insider allocation of based AI, but having investors such as these guys on board is absolutely enormous. So if you think about all the people at Crypto Banter influencers, Crypto Banter has 1.3 million subscribers. If you think about all the people at Chasse influencers, he's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. If you think about all the people at Dennis influencers, he's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So three of the biggest and most influential people in the space, and their effect trickles down. What I mean by that is that every single person that is influenced by these people has then the potential to let their friends know, let their family know. If they're influencers, let their communities know. Or if they're not influencers, let their communities know, and then maybe their influencers pick those up. So the more big KOLs or key opinion leaders that you have in a project, as long as it's not a project with terrible tokenomics, in my opinion, the better, as long as it doesn't have a crazy valuation. And as we can see with based AI, the valuation isn't crazy at all. The valuation is pretty darn low. Also, we're going to have a quick look at a couple of really influential wallets that hold based AI or Pepe coins. So first up, we're going to talk about FBB4. Now, if you're not familiar with this wallet, I talk about it a truckload in my Discord, but FBB4, one of the most influential wallets in the space, in my opinion. Now, what I love about FBB4 is all the coins that he buys, he does not sell. So if you look at based AI, all of the buys, no selling. Now, FBB4's whole brand is built around not selling, so if FBB4 does decide to ever sell any of his coins, and it's multiple coins that he does hold, he'll need to do it really late in the cycle, as soon as he starts to sell, it's really going to damage the value of his other coins. So, looking at FBB4, you can see his token holdings. Biggest hold is Pepe Coin, and as we know, Pepe Coin has that integration with based AI, as you can burn Pepe Coin for brain credit. Now, without getting too far into that rabbit hole, we're going to go into Wintermute, another massive holder in the space, one of the most influential wallets, holding $150 million worth of coins, and love to see that they've got $8 million worth of Pepe Coin. So, once again, absolutely enormous holdings there by Wintermute. It's currently sitting at a valuation of only 132 million. So, absolute steal. Now, as you can see, we are coming into pretty large areas of support. Also, if you look, we are still putting in higher lows. So I'd ideally love to see us hold above this level, pretty much at the $3 mark. As long as we can hold above that, then we are still putting in higher lows and higher highs. So that is looking at it on more of a higher time frame. And as you can see, we are still in an uptrend. Also, the discount we are getting today is pretty darn good. We are getting almost a 60% discount from earlier this month. Now, for a project that is going to be one of the first movers, that is backed by some of the biggest influencers in the space and has a market cap of 130 million, that is definitely a bet that I'm willing to take. It's one of my biggest bets, and although there are a couple of things that I would love that they did differently, such as have better marketing and have the team docs themselves, it's a calculated bet that I'm taking, and it's one that I'm super excited about the product and what we're going to see later on in this year. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up for me today. Thank you so much for watching, legends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. If you watched to the end, make sure you let me know in the comment section. This one took me absolutely ages to put together. Definitely one of my most time-heavy videos, as it is a complex topic. But I do think it's important to do research into projects that you are going to buy so you don't get fudded out when there are large corrections like these. I'm actually pretty excited about this correction on BASEDAI, as I've been adding at these levels. Also, if you want to join my Discord, it's 100% free to join. You get content like this, but you get it just a bit quicker. So if you want to join that, I'll leave a link in the description of the video. I would love to see you there, and it's 100% free to join. All right, thank you so much for watching, legends. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one.